Today we are starting with the next solution of contract costing. Fine. The next sum for contract costing. Please have a look at this sum. By the time I'll be reading this sum, you may copy the sum as well. Hindustan Construction Limited has obtained a contract for construction of a bridge. The value of the contract was agreed at rupees 12 lakh. Okay, so the selling price of the contract is valued at 12 lakh. The work commenced on 1st October 2000. The following details are shown for the year ended 30th September 2001. Acha. At the beginning, I purchased a plant worth rupees 60,000 at the beginning of the contract. Then material issued to site 3,36,000. Office overhead apportioned. How much? 32,000. Materials at site as on 30th September 2001. Materials at site means the closing materials. All the materials issued to site, it is value rupees 3,36,000, was not utilized for the purpose of the contract. Okay, so the remaining materials which was left was my closing materials in hand, that is amounting to rupees 4,000. Okay. Achha. Next is work not yet certified at cost, that is 14,000. Achha, what does it mean, work not yet certified? It means that I have completed, suppose 3/4 of the work. My engineer came to certify my work. Fine. Engineer came and told, no, this portion I cannot certify. Okay. So this remains my uncertified. Achha, this remains my uncertified portion. Okay. The portion of the work which the engineer is not certifying, that portion remains my work not yet certified. Okay, and at cost, why it is written? Because it is not the selling price of the work which is not yet certified, it is the price of the work which is not yet certified. Achha, life of the plant purchased is 5 years. Achha, why is this information given 5 years? This information must be given for my depreciation purpose. Let us see if any further information is given regarding depreciation. Achha, wages paid 3,40,000. Direct expenses 8,000. Wages outstanding as on 30th September 2001, that means this is my closing outstanding, this is my outstanding liability, and that a closing liability. Achha, direct expenses outstanding, okay, this is again my closing liability. Outstanding. Achha, when did the contract get over? The work commenced on 1st October 2000 and completed on 30th September 2001. So this is obviously my closing. Cash received being 80% of work certified. This I have already discussed in my last video, that whatever the work certified, you don't get whatever be the value of work certified. Value means the selling price of work certified, right? Whatever be the selling price of work certified, I don't get the entire amount of work certified. I get a portion, mainly 80%, 85% or 90% of the work certified, and remaining 10% or 15% or 20% in this case, because I have received 80% of the work certified, remaining 20% is the retention money which is kept by the contractee as a provision that if I am not, I means the contractor is not able to fulfill all the contractor's specification regarding the work, then contractee may pay less. Okay, for this amount contractee keeps some money in her hand as retention money. Okay, acha. Scrap value is given nil. Fine. So while calculating depreciation, I will not consider the scrap value. Next, what they have told, prepare contractee account for the year ended 30th September 2000. Let us start with the solution. Okay. In the books of the contractor, okay, for the year ended 30th September 2001. First, we'll start with two materials issued. Two materials issued was 3,36,000. Okay, 3,36,000. Then we paid wages to the workers. Wages was how much? Wages paid was 3,40,000, and outstanding was 2,800. So the entire wages is my 3,42,800. Why I am considering outstanding wages here as well? I am considering outstanding here wages here because we do the accounts on accrual basis, and in accrual basis we don't only take into account the wages actually paid, but we also take into account the outstanding wages, that is which we should have paid but maybe we couldn't pay for some reason. Next is two direct expenses. Paid how much? Paid is 8,000. Okay, hopefully by this time you have copied this sum and you can follow all this amount. Outstanding is 1,200. So my wages paid is 9,200. Acha. Office overhead. Acha. Office overhead apportioned. Office overhead apportioned was 32,000. Okay, and I had purchased a plant, and that plant purchased was 60,000. Fine. Acha. Next is in the credit side, what shall we write? We have to write down the closing balances. First, let us write the material CD. Fine. Acha, how much was my closing material? Closing material was 4,000. Materials in hand. There is entire 3,36,000 material was not used by me, so this much was left. Next is by plant CD, closing balance of plant. But for that I need to calculate the depreciation first. Okay, how much was my depreciation? As you remember, there I told that the life of the plant was 5 years. Fine, and plant had no scrap value. So depreciation would be cost minus scrap value cost minus scrap value divided by life of asset. Okay, cost is 60,000. Plant has no scrap value, 0. Life of asset is 5. So it comes to 12,000. So here the asset has been used for 1 year. So my closing balance would be 60,000 minus 12,000, that is 48,000. Fine. So this is my cost of contract CD. Okay, this is my closing balance of contract. Now I need to add this both the columns. Fine. Let us see how much it comes to. Sorry. Mm. 3,36,000. By the time I do the calculation, you keep on copying the sum. 3,42,800 plus 9,200 plus 32,000 plus 60,000 comes to 7,80,000. Plus 48,000 less 4,000. it comes to 7,28,000. Okay, so by cost of contract CD comes to 7,28,000. So means the contract that I completed, okay, for completing this much portion of the construction, I had incurred a cost amounting to rupees 7,28,000. So I'll bring it over here to cost of contract BD, how much? 7,28,000. Acha. How much was my work certified? Work not yet certified, they told 14,000. Okay, the value of work certified is not given. Instead, they gave a information. I'm repeating, please listen. Cash received being 80% of the work certified. Okay, and that cash received is 6 lakh. I received a cash received how much? 6 lakh. Okay, and this cash represent 80% of work certified. So I can write this formula: the cash received is equals to 80% of work certified. I know my cash received is 6 lakh. I don't know how much work has been certified, so let it work certified. Therefore work certified is equals to 6 lakh divided by 80%, okay, and it will come to 7 lakh. I don't need to calculate, I think I know this. It will come to 7,50,000, right? So here I'll write by contractee's account 7,50,000. Acha. And how much was my work not certified? By WIP CD. Okay. My work not certified was 14,000. Okay. So work not certified is 14,000. Fine. So balancing figure would be my notional profit. Okay. Actually notional profit is also known as accounting profit. Why it is known as accounting profit? Because this is my selling price. Okay. And this is my cost. If I deduct cost from my selling price, I'll get accounting profit, which is for this costing purpose is also known as notional profit. So let us see, 7,50,000 plus 14,000 less 7,28,000. My notional profit is coming to 36,000. Okay. So I arrived at my notional profit. But in case of incomplete contract, I cannot consider this entire profit as my final profit. Okay, this is an incomplete contract. It's still work is still going on. That is why we have work in progress. Okay, so in incomplete contract, we cannot consider this as my final profit. I have to create a provision. Okay, how much provision? That depends upon how much work has been completed. Okay, acha. Percentage of work completed or proportion of work completed, whatever you call it, proportion of work done. Okay, it would be work certified divided by entire contract price. Okay, contract price is 12 lakh and work certified is 7,50,000. So it comes to how much? 7,50,000 divided by 12 lakh. Okay, it comes to 62.5%. Okay, that means 62.5% work has been completed. So we will take 2/3 of the profit to PL account, and for the balance we will create a provision. So profit taken to profit and how much profit to be transferred, means for how much percentage of work how much profit is to be transferred to PL, that discussion will have a detailed discussion. But here, when my work completed is more than 50% but less than 90%, means near about completion, then amount of profit to be transferred is 2/3. Okay, and in general cases, this is the this kind of sums only come where you have to transfer 2/3 of the profit. So my notional profit is 30. What is the profit to be transferred? What is the formula? Notional 2/3 into notional profit, okay, into cash received by work certified. Okay, so 2/3 into 36,000. Cash received, you remember, is 6 lakh. Okay, so cash received 6 lakh divided by 7,50,000. Okay, and it comes to 19,200. So here we will write, no space, but I think we can manage it over here, by N notional profit BD 36,000 to profit and loss account 19,200, and for the balance figure we will create a provision to provision CD, come to we create a provision for 16,800. So with this the sum is over. Okay, we started with material, we started with jotting down all the costs, fine, where materials, wages, direct expenses, office overhead, plant, we have closing materials, we have closing plant, we get cost of contract. Now from cost of, we get the selling price of the contract. Okay, the portion that we have completed, we get a selling price for that. So from selling price and taking this closing stock, assume it to be the closing stock. In trading when we are doing trading account, we have a closing stock. Similarly, this is the closing stock for the contract. Okay, where this much work has not yet been certified. This is my selling price, this is my closing work in progress. From there I deduct the cost, I get the notional profit. Now in case of incomplete contract, we cannot transfer entire notional profit to profit and loss account. Okay, for that purpose we have to see how much proportionate work has been completed, and for finding out the proportion, it's work certified divided by contract price, right? And here we see it's 62.5%. So we transfer 2/3 of the notional profit into cash received by work certified to profit and loss account, and balancing to provisions. Okay. Okay, one more thing. After this, we may draw the closing balances. We should draw the closing balances. This is a continuation of the sum. What was there in the, refer this two papers. What was there over here? Material CD. So here we'll write to materials BD 4,000. It was plant CD. So here we'll write to plant BD 48,000. Okay, then here was this CD has been brought down over here, so no need to write it down over here. But this CD, work in progress CD, has not been brought down anywhere else in the sum. So here we'll write to WIP, means I am drawing the closing balances, to WIP BD. How much? It would be 14,000. Okay, 14,000. Remember we had the outstanding balances, outstanding wages, outstanding direct expenses. So I'll draw the closing balance of that as well by wages CD. Wages outstanding, how much? This is date will be 1st September 2001. 1st September, no, 1st October, I'm sorry. 1st October 2001, because the year is getting closed on 1st 30th September. Wages BD would be 2800, or wages outstanding, you have to write outstanding. So by direct expenses outstanding. Okay, direct expenses was how much? Direct expenses was 1200. So I'll write over here 1200. Okay, and one more. Here you see we have written provision CD. Okay, 16,800. So you have to carry it forward by provision BD. How much? 16,800. We will not do a balance over here because this is just drawing the opening balances, and when the next year contract will start, means from 1st October 2001 again till 30th September 2002, then here will, if there is any material issued, we'll write 2 materials issued, 2 wages paid, 2 plant, vagera vagera and all that, and we'll again repeat this same process over here. Okay, for the opening balances, please don't think of drawing any balances. This is just the starting of a new year. Okay, here we will record all the further expenses and draw the cost of the contract again. Okay, thank you.